epidemic. It's no longer a matter of if, it's when.
Driver after driver making it onto every one of our major freeways. Tonight, a Taking Action event, an ABC 15 investigation.
Your safety on the line.
Tonight, we're taking you minute by minute inside the failed DPS pursuit of the wrong-way driver who killed beloved Mesa police officer Brandon Mendoza.
Major questions are coming out of this, and ABC 15 investigator Dave Biskobing breaking this story live tonight right now. Dave?
Yeah, right now I'm here at I-17 where they've installed thermal cameras on the on-ramps to try and detect wrong-way drivers. Now, detecting them is one thing, but trying to find them and stop them once they're out on the highway, that's another. So is DPS doing enough to step up to the challenge? Well, you watch and you decide.
DPS 911.
It's after midnight.
Crazy man that's driving on the wrong side of the road.
A wrong-way driver in the middle of the valley.
Probably going to 80 miles an hour.
Passing car after car.
That's crazy, man.
Exit after exit.
Camelback.
40th Street and the 10.
In all, 31 911 calls pour in.
It was all over the road. There must hit 2 cars.
He drives for more than 30 miles in 23 minutes.
Crazy son of a... I hope you get him before he kills somebody.
But a team of DPS officers can't get him stopped. He slams into Brandon Mendoza, killing them both in a horrific fiery crash. 3 years later, Brandon Mendoza's mother is out from the haze of his death and says one thing's now very clear.
They messed up big time. A lot of the things they did that night, a lot of the things that they didn't do that night probably could have prevented my son's death.
Marianne Mendoza is suing the state for her son's death. In all of the evidence, she's shocked by what isn't there. The Department of Public Safety doesn't have policies, procedures, or training on the books specific to responding and stopping wrong-way drivers.
Disturbing, to say the least.
You're about to see how DPS responded that night. We got GPS data for the troopers involved. The red spot is the wrong-way driver. The blue spot's the troopers. Right now, you're watching the full 23-minute pursuit before it ends here at the US 60 flyover ramp. Breaking it all down, this trooper and this trooper, who sits for a few minutes before getting started, try to catch up from behind, but never do. These two troopers appear to head the wrong direction, starting up the 101 when the driver is already at the 51. 10 minutes in, they turn around, one even getting off on side streets. This trooper coming from the 202 gets DPS's only real shot at a stop. It's on the 51 here at Thomas Road. He doesn't put down stop sticks and tries to ram him, but misses. Then there's this trooper at the bottom of your screen. 8 minutes in, he exits the highway and parks at a substation within eyesight of the I-10, right where the driver passes. Why he doesn't respond? It's not clear. And what about a helicopter to track the driver? DPS's was busy, so was Phoenix PD's. But they didn't ask MCSO. In fact, 22 minutes after it starts, MCSO asks them.
I'm going to be up in the air. Do you need any assistance?
By that time, it's too late.
It was such a bungled mess. Whatever DPS needs to be doing, it's not there.
Well, at one point, people inside DPS also thought it should be doing more. Top officials formed a special wrong-way committee, and not once, but twice. The first, 2013. The second, 2014. Internal memos and notes show both times the committee voted to develop specific policies and training. And here's the proof, drafts of those policies and training. But none of it was put into place.
This is why this needs to be brought to light. You know, the citizens of the state of Arizona need to be made aware of this.
That's why we went straight to the DPS director.
Colonel Milstead, Dave Biskobing, ABC 15.
Hi, Dave.
I wanted to talk to you about some wrong-way driving stuff.
Yeah, we had a lot of questions for the DPS director, and his answers we thought were so important it deserved its own story. Our interview with Colonel Milstead coming up in minutes. For now, I'm live along I-17. Dave Biskobing, ABC 15, Arizona.